There we are. There we are. This is impromptu live. What is going on? YouTube world, what is happening? Let me know in the comments. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from in the world? And do you play the lottery? If so, which games? Which game do you play? Which games do you play? Let me know. This is actually the last live that I'm ever going to do that's going to be like this one. Mostly what I do on this channel, of course, are not lives. I put out pre-produced, edited interviews as well as podcast interviews. So edited videos and podcast interviews with people that have overcome the odds in life, including lottery winners. And I have so many interviews that I have shot recently with lottery winners from all around the world, people that have won hundreds of millions of, well, it depends on the currency where they're at, whether it's dollars or euros or pounds. But yeah, but it's not just about the money. It's about how much. It's about how much it's changed their life. It's about the story. It's about how it impacts them. Because I have an interview coming out with someone that won 60 something thousand as well. But how it changed her life is incredible. I'm so excited. And here the chat is blowing up. Here we go. Let me know, where are you watching from? Hello in Belgium. Hello. But as I was saying at the beginning of this is the last live that you're going to see like this one, because I have found a way. I know plenty of people are doing this, but I haven't done it thus far on this channel. I found a way. I'm definitely going to be integrating different screens and all kinds of things to make this more interactive, and probably get some other people on here too for lives where I'm actually interviewing other people live. So that's going to be kind of cool. But this is going to be the last one that's just like me on the screen and the chat. And this is awesome. I love this. This is intimate, but I want to switch it up a little. So watch for that. Texas, someone from Texas. Hello. Alberta, Canada. I love Canada. Dubai. Hello in Dubai. Hello. Where are you watching from? Let me know. Caleb Bromstead with the best last name ever in Texas. Hello. It's great to see you. Hungary, Connecticut. I love it. I love it. I love it. Louisiana. Amazing. It's great to see all of you. Let me know. And if you are watching this and it's no longer live, like if this live has already happened, go ahead and comment below this video, because we still want to hear from you. And I love checking out your comments. So go ahead and do that. Hello in Canada. Another one from Canada. Awesome. Well, speaking of Canada, let's look at Canada right now. 20 million this Friday, Lotto Max, tax-free. Also, we have Lotto 649, 66 million. I mean, I can think of 66 million things to do with that. That'd be amazing. But what a lot of people are talking about today, of course, is the Powerball, because this Saturday in the United States, at least, the Powerball is a massive $725 million. It's the third largest jackpot this year. It's crazy. And if no one wins this prize, I predict it won't be too long. It's going to be up to $1 billion again. That will happen. Mega Millions also today, 205 million. Euro Millions is 29 million euro for this Friday. But it's really interesting that someone just hit it a few days ago out there from UK and Austria. Two different people. They're going to split it. So that's pretty amazing. Where are you watching from? Bro, I want to win the Powerball. NATO 420G. Now that is a name. Awesome. I love it, NATO. Master Manifester Mindset. Woohoo, caught you live. It is woohoo, I caught you too in the chat. It's good to see you. I keep winning $7. Justin Brennan. Well, you got to love the number 7. Jackson, California. Awesome. I love California. Let me know your any questions as well in the live chat. So maybe be diving into that in a second. Are you changing the frequency of the lives? Neon the Phoenix. Well, the frequency is going to be the same. The frequency is going to be right up here, but the lives are going to be, it's going to look a little different after this one, because I want it to be, more, instead of just looking at me and then the chat, which is amazing. You'll still have that, but you'll have other things to look at. So when I'm looking at articles or videos or anything like that, we can just pull those up. Or if we want to pull guests on here and interview them in real time, like that can happen. It's going to happen. Brooklyn, New York. Lena, Verona, Brooklyn. I love Brooklyn. It's good to see you. I won money competitions 6 times on radio stations and dreamt it as well. Nicola Noble. Nicola. That's amazing. That is amazing. That's truly amazing. I love hearing stories about people that win prizes after having dreams about it because it does happen all the time. And hi from Hello in Philly, Abundance 1967. Hello in Philly. Which lottery games are you guys playing? Stockholm, Sweden. Awesome. Tim, when you had your dream of winning, how long after did it take you to actually win the lottery? Yanni, I think it was about 3 to 4 months, Yanni. So, yes. Your channel has so much development. When you won in 99, you was in your parents' basement with your crumpled paper ticket. That is true. And that changed your life forever. Do you keep your room more clean now? Professor, Professor, that is such a good question. Thank you so much. And a lot of times, people ask similar questions, but that is one question that I have never been asked. So thank you and congratulations for that. So, yeah, I do keep my room a little more clean these days. I do. That is true. Not super clean, but I tell you, if you win the lottery, if you have a Powerball ticket or a Mega Millions or Euro Millions, Euro Jackpot, Malate Mexico, Lotto 649, wherever you are in the world, whatever you're playing, if you have a ticket, like a physical ticket, and you crumple it up in a ball, I mean, know where that is. Know where that is. There's so much money so many prizes that just don't get claimed. Tim, do you meditate? Do you meditate, Tim? Franco 684. Franco, thank you for your question. Yes, I do. I do meditate, and I'm an advocate for that for sure. I think visualizing yourself in the place that you want to be, and then feeling that, and then becoming that. I mean, it can be powerful. I mean, and lots of people attest to that. Athletes, star athletes, just about. I mean, go beyond anything in the people that are in the spotlight too. Plenty of people in the spotlight do that, but beyond that, people with all kinds of things, successful careers do that. It's interesting. I play the Euro Millions. Alina Sese. Awesome. Well, hello, Alina. Thank you so much for joining this live. My next interview, well, I don't know if it'll be the next one, but it is coming up very, very soon, is with Euro Millions winner Neil Trotter. So watch for that coming probably in the first part of October now. So watch for that. Okay. Hi, Tim. Okay. Ideas asks, do I believe in Jesus? Do I believe in Jesus? Ideas. Well, to answer that, I mean, I think it's proven that. Well, first of all, let me preface this by saying I'm not religious, but I know there can be a lot of power in religion. I believe that there's a lot of positive things that can come with that. I don't want to get into the whole religious topic, but when it comes to, I mean, I think it's proven that Jesus was a person, right? So I don't know. I don't think that's really too much of a debate. I don't know. I don't want to get into religious stuff though. Do you still play the lottery? NATO, throwing down the bombs. NATO, I will if something inspires me. So, I mean, I absolutely know that I could win. Anybody, I mean, you can win. You can win, NATO, if you play. But I don't play very often, but I will if I'm inspired for sure. Hi again, Tim. It's Linda from England. Hello, Linda. Linda from England. Thank you so much. It's good to see. It's great to see you. I love England. And I've interviewed a few people that have won lotteries over there, some of which have been published, some of which have not. Okay, no politics, no religion. Don't ask Tim. Jody is laying the line here, saying no politics, no religion. And that's true. I mean, it can be divisive, and I don't normally talk about politics nor religion on this channel just because of that, because people have very strong opinions, and it's very easy to offend people, and I'm not trying to do that. I am trying to be authentic, though. Hello from Boston, Massachusetts. Hello, Boston. Hello in Boston. Did you manifest your win? Jeanette Durrett. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I like that rhyme there. Jeanette, did I manifest the win? A lot of people believe that I did. Trump for president. Oh man, the politics just don't stop. The politics don't stop. I am not going there. I am not going there in this live, no matter what anybody says. Do you do you play the same numbers when you won or quick play? It was a computer generated quick pick for me. That's the way it was. Since I found spirituality, manifestations keep happening, says Nicola Noble. Well, thank you for your comment. That's amazing. I want to win the jackpot in Italy. Isaac. That's that's amazing. I love Italy. I love Italy. I was there. Well, I've been to Italy a couple times, but one time was right after I won the lottery way back in the day because I was on a television show in Rome. In Rome, it was at the time. I don't know how it is now, but at the time, it was a very popular. The lottery show was very popular. They had all these. It's not like it is in the United States where they just have the balls and stuff. The show in Italy, at least at that time, I don't know how it is today, was this huge production. They had all these famous actors and music and all this stuff. It's like a, at the time, it was a top rated show that they had on television. Would you ever do an in person interview? Asks Maximilian Von. Maximilian Von. Would I ever do an in person interview? What do you mean, Maximilian? I do. I speak with media fairly often, especially when the jackpot gets very high. So I do in person interviews fairly often. It was that, oh, I think I know what you mean. I think you mean me. Sorry. This is the beauty of live. It's like not edited and you can't take out stuff like that. But it's obvious what you are saying is, would I go to someone, either have someone come in here in the studio or go to someone in person and do an interview? And the answer to that is absolutely yes. And absolutely, I'm going to be doing that. So watch for that. I've done that once when I first started this channel. It was in California. I went actually in California, and there was another Powerball winner, Denise Harvey, and I interviewed her. It's one of the first. It's literally, I think, the first person that I interviewed on this channel, and that was in person. So, but I'm going to be doing a lot more of that. So watch for that, both on location and here in the studio with other lottery winners. How many lotto tickets did you buy when you won the jackpot? I played one ticket. One ticket. All it takes is one ticket for a chance. I mean, that's true, to enter the lightning storm. What is your second biggest lottery win? Sheen winning. For me, I mean, I never really played the lottery all that much after the jackpot, so I don't know. I haven't kept track. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's not like thousands of dollars or I would remember, but I don't play that often. It only takes one. Master Man said, that's right. It only does take one. It only takes one to win. As cliche and cheesy as that sounds, it takes one. So going out there and spending hundreds of dollars or euros or pounds or whatever currency you're using, spending tons of money on lottery tickets, I don't think, in my opinion, it doesn't drastically increase the odds. Like, you have just about the same chance with one. And I believe, and I know from personal experience and from many of the people that I've met and interviewed, that you can win with one. That's all it takes. So don't, like, just have fun with it. And some people do win. Like, they'll spend more than that and then they win. And that's more power to them, you know? Whatever's good for you, as long as you can afford it. Never spend more than you can afford to lose, you know, but have fun with it. And remember that you do have a chance. What was the process like when you walked in the building to claim your prize? Ricky Bobby. I get this question a lot, and the process, you know, it may have changed since that happened to me, but the process was to go in, and you have the ticket signed, you give them your ID, they validate the ticket, they make sure that it's legitimate, and you sign some paperwork, and then there was a waiting period involved before you get paid the money. At least there was for me. And I could go into more detail, but that is probably for another video. But thank you for your question. I would love to go through that process. Nicole's House of Wellness. Well, it's definitely possible, Nicole. I bet that was fun. Neon the Phoenix, it's good to see you. Yes. Do you still have the ticket? I do not have the ticket, Stephen Adams. I do not have the ticket. Thank you for your question. I believe they took the ticket, is what I believe. That's what I remember. They give you at least in the United States and a lot of places, they give you a novelty check, like the giant check that a lot of people take pictures with. So they give you that. So most people, at least from my experience, get to take that with them. So does your attorney front you? Okay, this got lost in the chat, but I think what this person was asking was how to pay an attorney if you win the lottery and you can't really afford the attorney before you get paid. I think that's what you're asking. And if that's the case, I can't speak for many attorneys because obviously I'm not an attorney, but I have worked with several attorneys, tons of attorneys, and I know that, well, usually there's a retainer. So usually you pay them a retainer and then you retain them, what's called a retainer. And then they're working sort of like a deposit, and then they're working for you that way. But you don't have to pay usually they charge by the hour, but I don't know. I can't speak for all attorneys. And there's also several different types of attorneys and different types of law. So why am I always in the right place at the right time winning top tier Oregon lottery prizes? D27A _ Caitlin. It's great to see you. It's great to see you. And thank you for the generous $5 super. That is so kind of you. That means so much. Thank you very much. And you also, and so D27A _ Caitlin is also saying powerful ask affirmation. 437 August 31st to now scratch offs. Wow. So you've won $437 from August 31st until now. And you've been saying the affirmation, why am I always in the right place at the right time winning top tier Oregon lottery prizes? And you've won $437 since August 31st. Wow. That's really interesting. And that's awesome to have won that much since August 31st. So congratulations to you. And thank you so much for the generous super and for your comment. I love that. That's amazing. Thank you very much. Timothy, can you say I will win the lottery jackpot this 2023 for me? Jan 7. Is it Jan or Jan? But can you say I will win the lottery jackpot? Well, I can say that when you do, email my team because I want to interview you. So let's make that happen. And that goes for anyone watching this. If you win a major prize or have a story of overcoming the odds or something has happened to you in your life, like we want to hear about it. There's so many incredible stories happening out there. So many. And we can keep any sensitive information discreet, anything. We can blur your face, disguise your voice, but email my team. And even if you don't want to be interviewed, email my team because I just love meeting other people that have won prizes in lottery, especially lottery winners. But okay, did you go crazy when you first got the money? Stephen Adams, well, you can bet. I mean, this was 1999. I partied like it was 1999. So I guess, but in all seriousness, I didn't really go crazy with the money. I was pretty conservative. Hi, Timothy. When you won the lottery, did they tax you one time or two times? Linda, thank you for your question. So there's an initial, different countries, different states, everything, the tax rates, what they tax, what they don't tax, it really, really varies. But for me, they taxed initially. Of course, there was a huge, massive tax. But then there's also taxes. There was another tax I believe, after that. And then they taxed every single year because, of course, you make income off of investments. And so you're taxed on that too. So, okay. I don't have too much more time here. This is a short live today. This is literally the last live that I am ever going to do like this one. So I talked about that at the beginning of this video. They're going to get a lot better. Not that this isn't good. This is gold right here. I love this. This is really intimate. It's not scripted. I love speaking with you, meeting with you guys, and I love this so much, and we're still going to have this, but it's going to be a little more dynamic in the future. Thanks for your videos, Tim. Ideas. Thank you so much for your support. That means a lot. I really, really appreciate it. And for all of you guys, thank you very much for your support. This is like a labor of love for me. I do this because I love this. I'm so passionate about this. I love interviewing people, especially lottery winners, but also, as many of you know, I'm a very spiritual person. So people have to that that are also into that sort of thing, intuition, following your intuition, that sort of thing. But many lottery winners, several of them, countless lottery winners. Why is the lot? I love these live streams, Tanner. Tanner, this is not the last live stream. I didn't mean to. That's not what I meant. I meant this is the last live stream like this one because they're going to be more interactive. You're still going to have this, but we're going to have other video and stuff to look at. So it's not just me on the screen, but I'll still be here. Don't worry. Thank you for interesting to listen to you. Nicola, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support. And thank you for listening and watching. Dill Pickle, that is a name. Dill Pickle says, I had a dream I won, and I was able to set up a business that were fair for the workers. Dill Pickle. Well, that sounds like a wonderful dream. That sounds like an amazing dream. So is that a sign? Perhaps it's a sign of the future. Perhaps it's a sign of the now. Really, I don't really believe in the future necessarily, because now is what matters. Now leads to the future, but we're always in the now. That's getting deep though. Such great energy. Thank you for your time, Timothy. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you so much for your support. That really means a lot. It really does. Timothy, please, where is the international link to play lottery? Kindly send me the link. Solomon in Nigeria. Well, Solomon, thank you so much for your comment. Thank you so much for joining this chat. There are places where you can play different lotteries internationally. To my understanding, with games in the United States, at least, you have to, I believe, play in the you have to purchase the ticket in the United States, I believe. But we are going to get an expert on here to talk about that. But you can come from a different country and then purchase a ticket. But there also are lotteries all over the world outside of the United States. So how that works with other countries, I'm no expert in that, but I'm going to learn. I'm going to learn because a lot of people are curious. And I know a lot of you guys are interested. I chatted with Shane Misler once on Instagram. Very nice guy. Says Joel Saul Music. That's awesome. That's awesome. He seems like a nice guy. I've not met Shane Misler yet, but I love his story. I love it. And it's very interesting. He won a major lottery prize in Florida, as many of you know. Do you think you would win the lottery before the dream? Did you think Yanni, not necessarily. I believed it was possible before the dream, but I didn't necessarily think that I would until I had the dream. But you don't need to have a dream to win the lottery. I have to say that, as many of you know, most people that win the lottery have not had a dream about it. But I've met other people that have had dreams about it, and then it's happened, and that stories pop up in the media all the time. What is your most inspirational lottery story, Professor with the $2 super professor? And I'm not saying the last name because I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm gonna try because this is a $2 super. This is very important. Professor Cygnus. I might be mispronouncing that. If so, I apologize, but thank you so much for the $2 super. You are very, very, that's too kind. And I really, really appreciate your support. It really means a lot. And what is your most inspirational lottery story is what you're asking. So I think what you're asking is from people that I've interviewed. So for me, one of the most inspiring stories is, some of you know this, you've seen the interview that I did with Roberto Mendoza, but that to me is one of the most inspiring stories because, and there's others as well, but Roberto Mendoza won, I believe is $250,000, but he grew up in a third world country. He was basically didn't have anything to eat. He turned on the tap for water, air would come out, and he ended up, it was a war-torn country. I believe it was Venezuela. He became a kidnap victim and eventually got out of the, away from the kidnappers, and he immigrated to the United States. He learned several languages. He's fluent in several languages. And because he couldn't eat anything when he was growing up, he couldn't eat anything. He was passionate about feeding people that couldn't eat. So he became a renowned chef. He's one of the most renowned chefs in the United States. And he's cooked for several US presidents as well as actors. And he won this lottery prize. So long story short, he won this lottery prize and he gave it all away to help feed the homeless. So to me, that's one of the most inspiring lottery stories that I've heard. Do you sometimes, okay, I can't wait for the Neil Trotter interview. I heard his story years ago and it's so crazy. Seesoft. His story is amazing. It is incredible. I am so excited to share the Neil Trotter interview with you shortly. He's a major winner from Euro Millions, and his story is absolutely incredible. So yes, I saw that was a great interview. Diana, I think you're talking about Roberto Mendoza. Yes, thank you so much. I'm so happy that you were able to see that one. There's a company in the USA called Buy Lotto Online. Richard, thanks for your comment. We'll have to look into that. Do you know how long it was until you won after your dream? Yes, I answered that a little while ago, but it was around 3 to 4 months, I believe. Okay, I'm going to take a couple more questions. I have to get off here today. This is just a super impromptu live here. Oh, Sorrel Fraser's here. 061715. Sorrel Fraser. I'm not sure what those numbers are, but I do love Sorrel Fraser. She is just a huge supporter of this channel, and she won a postcode lottery and got to interview her a few weeks ago. So you can check that out in the feed, but it's so amazing to see her. And I hope that you're feeling better, Sorrel. We need a Randy Rush third podcast? Guy is so humble. Dan, thanks for your comment. Yes, I've interviewed Randy Rush a couple times, twice on this channel. He won, I believe it was 50 million from Lotto Max, but his story is incredible. And he is very humble. I agree with you. I'm glad that you were able to see the first two. So thank you for your comments. I won $4 on Powerball, says Jay Ray. Congratulations. So you doubled, if that was one ticket and you spent $2, you doubled your money. So that's something. Jessica LB SoCal. Hi all. Hello, Jessica. How did you choose? Okay. Nice, J. Ray. All right. Can you interview lottery lawyer Kurt Panhouses? I'm going to hire him when I win the Powerball jackpot. Ricky Bobby. Ricky, thank you for your question. I would love to interview him. Hopefully that can happen at some point. Thank you for the suggestion. I really appreciate that. Do most lottery winners who were previously broke really end up broke again within a short time? Pie Star Bakery. I love that name. I mean, who likes pie? I don't know where I'm going with that, but the truth is, when it comes to lottery winners, there's this statistic out there. There's a stigma as well. Many of you have probably seen this statistic out in media where it says that the one I've seen, at least, is like 70% of lottery winners go broke within 5 years. And so that, I think, is there's this assumption amongst our population that is the case, because that's what people say. Where are they getting that information? I don't know. I don't know if that's actually true. Is it really that high, or is that just the people that they're able to track? I don't know if that's true, but maybe it is. I don't know, because I don't know where they're getting their information. But I do know that pretty much, most of the people that I've met and interviewed on this podcast, most of them, that's not the case. That's not the case for them. And so I know that's not the case for a lot of lottery winners. And a lot of lottery winners go under the radar too. So you don't even ever hear about them, which more power to them. I have so much respect for people that choose to do that. But I also have respect for anyone that comes onto this podcast, and I'm able to keep them private and discreet if they wish. Like if you've won a lottery prize, it doesn't really matter if it's, it does matter, but if it's 1 million or 300 million, we want to hear from you, and we can disguise your voice. We don't have to say your location. We don't have to say any sensitive information. So, oh my gosh, the supers are blowing up. This is amazing. D27A Caitlin with a $5 super. You are too kind. That is so nice of you. This is super. I was going to say Super Friday, but this is Thursday. I don't even know what day it is, but that I do know. That's amazing. That's so kind of you. Thank you very much. Who says Mark Houghton, third interview for sure. He's a great inspiration, and your videos with him really helped me in the beginning of my spiritual awakening. Wow. Well, that means a lot. I'm so happy that those interviews were able to help you in your spiritual journey. That really means a lot. I mean, it was a very, very interesting conversations with him. He's very much into quantum physics, quantum mechanics, and we got to speak about that in depth and how that relates to the lottery and winning money and that sort of thing. And we even got into speaking about near-death experiences and all kinds of things, which I've interviewed a couple near-death experience survivors. I just interviewed one last week, another person, and she actually has won several lottery prizes as well. So I'm excited to share that with you. But D27A Caitlin, thank you so much for the suggestion for the interview with Mark Houghton and for your feedback on the other two. I'm so glad that was meaningful for you, and I really, really appreciate your support. Thank you very much. And there's another super that I missed here from KNM Nuno, 999. You have to love that. I mean, you have to love the 3 9s. KNM Nuno, thank you so much for the generous super. Thank you very much. Who says sending many blessings of abundance, prosperity, love, peace, and joy to all. Wow. K&M Nuno throwing the positive energy with the 999 in the live chat with this super. K&M, thank you. That means the world to me. And I'm so glad that you are, that this channel is inspiring you. I hope it's inspiring you, but you seem like a very positive person. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And so what was the last lucky thing that happened to you? Sorrel Fraser, thank you for your question. The last lucky thing that happened to me was, that is a really good question. I would say I literally just interviewed someone today, this afternoon. I don't know if I consider this lucky, but the interview went really, really well. And that's not, I expected that it would, but it went better than I even anticipated. I don't know. What do you consider luck? I guess that's the question. What do you consider luck? I think, you know what? Here's what. Now, see, I'm on the spot because this is a live unscripted Q&A on the spot. And that's why I'm thinking as I'm speaking. But the last lucky thing was, at least that I feel lucky for, is and a lot of us should, is our health. Because earlier this week I had this stomach thing, I don't know, there's these crazy viruses going around. It's not the COVID, but something. But I got over it like rather quickly within a day or two, and now I'm feeling fine. So that, I think, is the last lucky thing that happened to me. Feeling blessed. That's right. Feeling blessed. Don't take our health for granted, though. Don't take it for granted. Anytime you go to at least for me, if I go to the doctor's office, which is not very often, I'm like pretty healthy almost always. If I go there, then it reminds you quickly that health really matters. Health is wealth. Sorrel Fraser. Yeah, that's wise. Health is wealth. So is happiness and the people around you. Like those things really, really matter. You can't put the happiness really, really matters. Glad you seem better. Neon the Phoenix. Neon the Phoenix, thank you so much. It's great to see you. And Neon the Phoenix, we were just chatting in Instagram not too this earlier. You were asking about interviews, but Neon the Phoenix is on there. But I'm at official Timothy Schultz for anyone if you want to get onto Instagram. I'm investing my winnings wisely in 100 million or 100 million more tickets. Awesome. 100 million more tickets. That could either go really, really well or really, really sideways, really, really badly, very quickly. That's my thoughts on that. But I think it'll go really, really well because your name is Master Manifester Mindset. So it's going to go well. It's got to go well. Okay. 888-8888. Gotta love the eights. I just bought a book, Helene Hatzel book. And Joe, okay. All right. Well, so I have to get going, guys. This is just impromptu live here, but maybe I'll take one more question. I do have to get off of here, but I love you guys. I love you so much. This is the last live that's ever going to look like this one too. Tim, you missed Neon's super chat. Oh, did I? Did I miss a super chat from Neon the Phoenix? I hope not. Let me see if there's a way to. Well, Neon the Phoenix, whatever it was, I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find out what that was, and I'm gonna definitely write you on Instagram, Neon the Phoenix. So watch for that. And Neon the Phoenix, no matter what, I will find out what that was. But I do have to say thank you. Neon the Phoenix is a huge supporter of this channel, and I'm extremely grateful. So thank you very much. You are way too kind. Thank you. Okay. Is your life changing a lot? Diana, just the look of it, it's going to be the same concept, but when I'm talking about certain things, I'll be able to pull those up onto the screen so that you guys can see them. And also I could bring in other guests. So that's how it's going to be changing. So different things to look, different angles, different camera angles. I think I'm excited about it. Hi, Tim. When did you choose okay. Are there do you practice meditation? Yes, I do. I talked about that earlier. I spent 20,000 on a scratch off and 1,000. Is that what you're saying? You spent Prim Kantham, and I'm probably mispronouncing that, says I spent 20,000 on a scratch off, won 2 1,000s. So maybe you're saying that you won 2,000 when you spent 20,000. Well, I'm sorry to hear that if that's the case, but hopefully it was just for fun and it didn't hurt you to lose that money, because I think when you play the lottery, it's important to just have fun with it, but also know you do have a chance to hit it big. You do. My dream is to have an interview with you, Yavi. Well, it could happen, Yavi. It will happen. We have to think of it like that. It's totally possible. All right. So I gotta get going, but I love you guys so much. I really, really appreciate your support. There's so many interviews coming up on this channel with several lottery winners, also a near-death experience survivor, and several other people that I'm excited to share the interviews with you. So I really appreciate your support wherever you are watching from around the world. Let me know your questions or thoughts in the comments below this video. Love checking that out. And until next time, you guys be well. Take care of yourself. And if you are playing the lottery, I wish you good luck. Anything and everything is possible. If anyone tells you you can't win, don't believe them. But play responsibly as well. All right, take care. Take care.